Hello everyone, my name is Clantis and welcome to the clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So Dr. Nandipha, Magudumana and Thabo Bester and 10 others appeared before the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court. And of course, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana looked as dolled up as ever. This lady looked like she just walked out of Sobe salon just 3 minutes ago when she appeared in court today. Of course, she was looking a little bit chirpy. She looked like she was in love. She looked absolutely like a free woman that did not care in the world what was going on. It was as if she was just going to listen to a court case when in fact she is the accused. Of course, she looked quite healthy, and then came Motswara. I think Motswara was the first one that came out, and I thought, oh, okay, bro, you're looking rather healthy, because when he was still in jail, yes, he still looked a little bit big, but this time around, he looked pretty big, almost as big as I am, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe freedom is loving you thus far, and of course, he looked with that smirk on his face as usual, and also kind of like looked a bit lost, or maybe he was pretending to look lost, as he always does, I guess. And then I was waiting for Thabo Bester. Of course, Thabo Bester was not going to be just brought up the staircase and then everything just be like, wow. No, they kind of like delayed and they gave us that anticipation and all that drama that was taking place while we were waiting for Thabo Bester, and boom, we see him wearing some white top. I'm not quite sure what is a Burberry or a Louis Vuitton or some big designer expensive attire. At the later stage, we even heard some bombshells that were dropped by Thabo Bester's lawyer of items that were stolen from him. In this video, I'm just talking about when they went up the staircase and then we saw them for the first time. In my mind, I thought that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Thabo Bester were going to be separated, meaning that there was going to be either a member of the SABS or a member of the DCS that was going to sit in between them. Lo and behold, it was not like that at all. And then when Thabo Bester walked in, of course we were a little bit blocked, but we got to see exactly the first time that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Thabo Bester met each other. The puppy love look on Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's eyes. This lady really loves this guy. I almost said something, but let me say it anyways. That means Thabo Bester was throwing it down. Because there is no way that a man that has put you in all of this trouble, you still have puppy love for him. And then they were having this little discussion. It was, I'm sorry, I must confess, I found myself going, oh wow, this is so cute. And then I remember these are accused people who probably are involved in the murder of Katlego Bereng. I had to remind and slap myself like, wake up, these two people are evil. But the point that I'm trying to make is there was a conversation that was taking place between them, and I was hoping, and I hope that one of the news channel picked up the sound and we could hear what the conversation was about. Or at least let's have somebody who knows how to read lips and kind of like tell us what exactly were they talking about. And then Thabo Bester, he looked blasé. He looked confident, like, this is my territory. Y'all cannot tell me anything. He even had the audacity and the bravado to look at the gallery. I don't know who he was looking for, but I think it was some kind of intimidation tactic on whoever that was sitting in the gallery, or maybe just to show them that you are here to waste your time. This whole matter, I have paid people. The brown envelope has done its job, and this matter is going absolutely nowhere. I don't know the confidence that he got. And then the other thing that also surprised me the most is accused number... Who is the guy after Thabo Bester? Accused number 6, the guy with the dark glasses. Hey, these two, they were like old buddies and, you know, giving each other the, hey, you know, and they were quite happy. In fact, the guy with the dark glasses seemed to be very glad to see Thabo Bester, as if it was a long-lost friend that he has not seen in a long time, and a conversation sparked between them. In my mind, I'm thinking, if I was this guy, I think accused number 6, I would have looked at Thabo Bester like, you little, you put me in this situation. Okay, fine, I did take the money, but still, I'm not supposed to be here. Now my children and my family and myself could be in jeopardy in terms of our livelihood. I don't know if Thabo Bester at some point, he kind of like went over to Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's father? And if he did, what was the conversation about? Because he seemed to be a little lost there in a little corner next to Matswara. And I was like, okay, maybe of course this time around he was told, don't come to court looking like $1 million, because it's giving a very wrong impression to the people of South Africa. So he kind of like came looking a little raggedy for me. And I kind of like gave a small laugh, or even a giggle, like, okay, from $1 million look with dark glasses, suit, and everything, and then you're looking like an old man, literally dressed like an old man with a cardigan. Yep. Then, of course, I looked at Nastasia Jansen. Nastasia Jansen looked quite beautiful herself, and she had a bun on her head, or those braids that she does, and she had a bun tied. And then she looked okay, like the normal Nastasia Jansen. And of course, again, I still think that today, I still think that today's appearance of Nastasia Jansen should have been prompted the state to withdraw the case against her. However, though, her lawyer, Mr. Bota, decided to withdraw as a legal representative. I think he's done, obviously, the bigger chunk of what do you call this, of her case. So now she apparently some guy, Baloy, I think it was Baloy or somebody, that is going to take over as Nastasia Jansen's new legal representative. And of course, Mr. Bota was then recused, and then he walked out of the court. And then I was looking at accused number, who else that I was looking at? Okay, of course, Thabo Bester. Let's go back to Thabo Bester. Thabo Bester then dropped a bombshell. I'm not quite sure if I should say it here. No, okay, let's talk it here. So Thabo Bester then dropped a bombshell about valuables that he had, and I believe him. I believe him. I believe him. I believe that indeed he and Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, when they escaped the country, they took with them valuables. Remember, in order for you to be able to take all that kind of stuff, you can't go through the airport with 500,000 pounds with valuables that cost over over $10,000 or something like that at the airport. And of course, 250,000 or $36,000, as they said, that they had in cash. Some 2.5 million this and 1.5 million that, Rolex watches, 2 of them, and MacBooks, and hey, the list was almost like my arm's length. I was like, oh my goodness, those policemen. And then he did mention the people that had come to Tanzania when they were arrested to collect them from Tanzania. He mentioned the members of the SAPS, he mentioned the members of the Home Affairs, as well as the High Commission members that were there in Tanzania when his things were taken away from him, the valuables. Where are Thabo Bester's valuables? Where are the Rolex watches? What happened to the money? We want to know all of it. And another bombshell that Thabo Bester dropped was the fact that for 23 hours a day, every day, he is in handcuffed at the Jose Mampuru Maximum Prison. The guy is already confined in the maximum prison, and you're still putting handcuffs on him almost 24 hours. And of course, his lawyer made an application to the court to have that basically taken away. And of course, the court did rule that Thabo Bester, while he is incarceration, he should not be handcuffed. So meaning that he is now going to be a free guy inside his cell without him being bound together. And then another thing that I also noticed about Thabo Bester, he has gained a lot of weight. So for a person that is quite tortured and also chained, he looked like a person that is living on the streets of South Africa, living his life and enjoying his money. Then I started asking myself a question: does he eat prison food, or maybe he gets what do you call this? They order food for him, because, of course, I think he still does not trust the correctional services, and I think maybe he does not eat prison food like all other prisoners. And he looked so yellow boned, of course, because he's indoor, he's not having the sun kiss his skin. That is why he looked as bright as he did. And so there were quite a lot of things that quite surprised me about Thabo Bester when he appeared in the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court today. Nandipha Magudumana looked gorgeous. I don't want to lie, she looked gorgeous. Her hairstyle, her makeup, the way she was looking at Thabo Bester with puppy love, I was like, they are still accused, Clancers. They are still accused. But anyways, guys, those are the things that I wanted to bring to your attention. And the next video, we are then going to talk about the crux of the matter that happened in the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court as to what happened. And then that will be the end of the Thabo Bester and Dr. Nandipha Magudumana saga until... I'll tell you until when. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I need to get back to the Senzo Mayo murder retrial, and do click that bell notification so you get those notifications if you are interested. And by the way, my super thanks are turned on, and thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking this channel because it gives it so much support. Don't forget, guys, to like. It's very important that you like the video. And leave me a comment down below and let me know what did you observe in the entry of Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Thabo Bester and the other 10 co-accused. And share this video far and wide. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you with the next video. Goodbye.